So I think I finally played enough of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom to finally give it a fair shakedown on the rules ranking, and the reason I waited so long is because I wanted to really play it enough to figure out what I wanted to give it. And what I realized is that the more I'd play it, the more fun I would have, and the more I would forget about the ranking of it. So, you know, that speaks for itself on how good this game is. It is just such a beautifully made game. I cannot stress enough how fun this game is. You immediately get thrown into the thick of it within like the first probably 15 minutes of playing. Actually, whenever you first load up the game, you know, watch a minute-long cutscene, and then you're in it and you get to play for a little bit, and then, you know, you get all your hearts and stamina and your sword taken away from you, stuff like that, and then you get to start the actual game. I will say that the starter island does seem very long. I think it took me like 3 hours to beat the starter island, but that was mainly because I just wanted to take my time. There are so many new things that were added into this game from Breath of the Wild. I was a big fan of Breath of the Wild, so I think anyone who at least enjoyed Breath of the Wild is going to be blown away with Tears of the Kingdom, because first of all, the map size is insane. It's the same map as Breath of the Wild, but there's a whole entire underground depths area that is the same size as the normal Breath of the Wild map, and it's underneath the Breath of the Wild map. So it's the same size, but there's, you know, different enemies, different kind of buildings, stuff like that. So it's not like just a carbon copy, you know, like in Stranger Things. It's not like the Upside Down or anything like that. Like, there's new content down there. And then there's also the Sky Islands, which is also new content, which is all in the sky. And so this just brings everything together to make a huge map and so much exploration and content to be had. Like, anytime I'd go anywhere, there'd be, you know, a new cave, enemy quest that I could do, a new shrine that I could do. That was another thing, is that I think in the last game there was maybe 120 shrines. In this game there's 152, so they definitely upped the ante. It's like Breath of the Wild but on steroids. It is crazy good. Obviously the graphics look amazing. I love the art style in it. The only thing that I would maybe kind of knock it for is that I have seen a few glitches here and there. Nothing too groundbreaking though. The Switch is probably, or not probably, it is the least powerful console when it comes to stacking up against a PS5, Xbox, and PC. So there are some performance issues, especially when there's a lot of effects on screen, like fire, stuff like that, and explosions. You kind of get a dip in frame rate, but I don't think that's necessarily the game's fault. I think it's very well optimized, as well as it could be. That was something to kind of think about. I would definitely recommend playing this game. I just had so much fun running around and using the new abilities. There's like the fuse, which is probably the most fun I have ever had, you know, strapping a rocket to my shield, and then if I get in a pinch somewhere, I just bring out that shield and blast off. It's kind of like a Batman escape, if you will, going off into space so you can avoid the enemies and maybe come back down and slow-mo shoot them with your bow. So that was really cool. Feels like a John Wick scene too. Also, there is this I forget what it's called. Basically, you can stick pieces of things together. With the new addition of Zonai devices and batteries, you can create really cool contraptions. You can create like a flying car. You can create this off-road truck with lasers on it and stuff like that. So it's just the creativity is endless. You can create so many different possibilities and so many like stupid possibilities. It's so funny to see videos of people like making bad fuses and stuff, or they fuse an apple to a sword or something like that, and it does like 1 extra damage. They do a very good job of using these throughout the world. Like to get to some shrines in caves, you might have to fuse like a boulder to a broadsword so you can whack your way like a miner in the depths looking for gold. You're just constantly bashing these rocks in so you can get to the shrine. The story's really good as well. I don't want to spoil anything because this game is, you know, one of my favorite games so far this year, and it definitely feels like a breath of fresh air when other games this year like like Gollum have come out, and you know, Jedi Survivor, although was decent, had a lot of performance issues to start. So it just feels like a great game that has come out this year and hasn't had any issues. They actually took their time and released it when they were ready, and I think that was very important. It's very good to release a game that is playable and not just release it because the hype is at an all-time high and they just need to get it out there and deal with the performance issues later. So yeah, I think throwing this onto the rules ranking, I'm gonna give it a solid 95. I think the last 5% would probably come from performance issues and a few glitches here and there, but not anything to deter you from playing this mind-slapping game. Like it's just crazy how good this game is. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe if you want. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.